Oh, that's right. Hey, everybody. Yep, you see us. It's right. We're back. It's been a while.
Been a long time, actually.
Yep. But here we are. I know you've missed us. We've missed you. It's the thing is, Kevin, there's this thing called life.
Yeah.
And stuff that gets in the way. Family, children,
work,
life events. We're employees. Mm-hmm. We're also own businesses.
Yeah.
Just so busy.
It is busy. I think it's our first time actually sitting down and recording. I'm going to go with like 6 weeks, maybe.
Probably safe. I mean, yeah, we both have been so busy that neither one of us have had time to shave, apparently. So, listen, I'm only a week out.
I keep mine 5 o'clock shadow stuff.
That's 5 o'clock?
That's about 10 o'clock.
You do like Teen Wolf.
It's like 10 o'clock.
Of course, it's not Teen Wolf anymore. It's 40-year-old wolf.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't drink Yellow Wolf. Anyway.
You do not like the creek water.
No.
By Yellow Wolf.
Correct. No. So anyway, hey everybody, welcome back. We missed you. So we got a couple episodes we want to bang out here for you this evening.
So it'll be a while, but you should always. So we're gonna record like 4 today. Maybe. So in like a month from now, make sure you tune into that 4th one we do because it's always a doozy.
Yep, and these are all going to be sips.
Yeah,
and there could be a riff in there as well.
Sometimes the 3rd to 4th sips one does not ever make it out into production.
We can't. But at any rate.
So you're watching Sips, Riffs, and Flix. If you haven't ever seen us before, I'm Kevin.
This is Brandon.
And we're going to try, Brandon brought something. I think this is going to be a Scotch.
Yeah, so we've tried whiskey on here, and we've drank bourbons, and we've had tequila, and we've tried some cocktails, but we've yet to try a Scotch. So when I was just strictly a beer drinker, as most of us, that's how we started, usually with alcohol.
That's how we started as kids.
That's right, as kids. Or somebody made that mistake of Bacardi 151. But so, I started, I wanted to branch out a little bit, but I have no idea, didn't know what I was doing, still don't know what I'm doing. But you go to dinners and certain places and events, and at the time I didn't feel like it was proper to order a Miller Lite. But now
it's always proper to order Miller
Lite. Now that I've gotten older, it is. I don't care where I am.
Miller Lite.
If I'm not going to order a Scotch or a bourbon or whatnot, if I'm just not feeling it, I'm ordering a Miller Lite, and I don't care what anybody at the table says. No quarter given. So, So this is a Scotch that I started to introduce me to Scotch, and it's called Dewar's. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Dewar's.
So, I know nothing about anything, really. Especially Scotches, though. So, let's turn it where the folks can see.
Yeah.
So, before we start, there's ice in the trusty Maluna back there as well.
We'll get there.
So, on the Scotch list of, let's go price lowest to highest, where does this fall?
This is going to go right up there at your bottom. So kind of the top of the bottle.
So you got your top up here. This is down here.
So this is a $21 bottle. Okay. How I was introduced to this is at the time I flew enough that back when the airlines liked you and appreciated you as a customer, you would get upgraded for free. So when you're flying, doing stuff, when you had no real obligations to be responsible, you may have a drink on the plane. So if you are upgraded and they're serving you beverages that you get to drink for free, Dewar's was the Scotch that they served on US Air at the time. And still now American, I think, but I ain't really flown in the month of Sundays. But at any rate, so this is how I was introduced. And I thought, well, I'll try it. And this is it's a blended Scotch. So it's not a single malt. Now, I think over time, I have learned that I do like a single malt better.
And this is a single malt?
No, this is a blended. But I wanted to try you for your, first Scotch on the show, what introduced me and opened the door to why I like Scotches. Scotches? Can you say that?
So what is it?
Scotch Island
blended with? I don't understand. I don't know what Scotch is compared to bourbon and whiskey. I guess it's just the way it's.
Yeah, it's the way it's
barreled
made
and made and distilled. And
yeah, I'm sure there's people out there, and I should know this.
you would
but
think after all this time we would do some research.
Well, I kind of threw this on us at the last minute.
I mean, I could have at least Googled Scotch. I mean, at the least.
Well, while I'm going to crack this up and pour it, you can tell the folks what the difference between a single malt and a blended.
But part of our favorite, me and the fans' favorite part of the show is watching you open bottles.
No. Hey, now remember, this is top of the bottom, so
yeah, you
twist cap.
twist it off.
That's
It
right.
probably comes with a straw or something too. I think I might throw up.
Oh,
so,
no. And by the way, even though Dewar's is not the top end of your scotches, they have a 12-year, they have the white label and stuff like that. And I've tried all of those, and they are delicious. Even though some people may turn their nose up at the Dewar's, I don't. I've seen some people kind of, and when I say turn their nose up at it, they like a different, just a more expensive brand. I don't care.
So, okay. I was going to Google. I had to answer Bo. He was wanting to know if we had any fishing worms. I don't have any fishing worms.
They're in my refrigerator. Just tell them to go get them out of the garage refrigerator and text them the garage code. Don't say it out loud. So while he's doing that,
sorry,
it's okay.
Sorry, folks. I forget we're live sometimes, and we don't edit.
No, when you say live, we're live at the moment, but you're not watching live. Yeah.
I don't remember your garage.
It's okay.
I just go in the back door. Yeah, and then I'm going to look up the single malt versus double malt versus all that.
You said back door. So this has ice in it. So single malt is just, it's in, I think one flavor of Scotch. The blended is it's maybe an older batch or younger batch from the same that they blended together. I totally just made that up.
It sounds great though.
But I have come, and there's something to do, I think, too, with the peatiness, which is that smoky taste. I like a heavy peaty Scotch.
I don't like smoky taste.
You don't like smoky?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Nah.
Well,
versus double.
Well, good. I bought this bottle for us to have on here, but I'll keep it.
Listen to this. Single malt whiskey is made in a single distillery. It can only be distilled from barley and water and must be aged for a minimum of 3 years in an oak barrel. Double malt is a blend of 2 specific single malt whiskeys to get a specific taste.
So I was majority right.
So I've had one Scotch in my life that I know of, and it was called like Chivas Regal or something like that.
You did try that? I've never had that.
I have it here. I have a bottle here.
Maybe so. Do you really?
I do.
So honestly, I thought that was Courvoisier. I thought it was like
No, it's a Scotch.
It doesn't even sound Irish or Scottish.
Chivas Regal.
Does that have a?
It's Scotch.
It doesn't sound like
Scotch Revolt.
Scotch Regal. No, it doesn't even sound like that at all.
That smells like a bad evening's about to occur when you're in high school. Like somebody's like, "Hey guys, look what I got from my parents' house," and you're like, "Oh, let's go." That's what that smells like to me.
Do you remember the time that we had Josh Jones to go get us? I don't know who the adult was who was over 21 to go buy it, but we asked for a bottle of. I told him J&D, Jack Daniels, and he went and bought a J&B. And I've never drank J&B since.
I don't remember that.
I don't know, but it's in a green bottle with like a yellow label and the letters are J&B.
I don't remember that.
But no, I told him to get some JD, and he got J&B.
Yeah. The speaking of 2 letters and never drink again, I will never ever drink E&J ever in my life.
Me and you both.
Okay.
All right. Cheers. So here's to Dewar's.
Dewar's. That's not bad at all.
See? Mm-hmm.
Kind of hot there towards the end.
But you feel that like little, what they call pity is smoke. I like that. And the more smoke I get, the little burn right there.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It's that smoke.
It's that hiatal hernia.
That smoke will get you.
So
it's not bad. I definitely would, I would like it better cold for sure.
Oh yeah, well we will. We'll get there.
I know people order Scotch on the rocks?
Yeah,
for sure. Do people drink like Scotch and Coke? Like I drink bourbon and Coke.
I honestly think Scotch is something that you don't mix.
You just sip on it. Then I will start mixing it.
Maybe some people might put like ginger ale with it. It seems like that's familiar, but it just seems wrong.
Scotch and ginger? A ginger Scotch.
Maybe you would say I take a Dewar's and ginger.
Ooh, I'm gonna order that next time I go somewhere. If people don't typically mix this, I will start mixing it. Like when I'm in places, I'm gonna ask for a Scotch and Mountain Dew.
I don't know. I want to be there, and I hope whoever the bartender is just looks at you and gives you that one of those like weak wristed slaps. Don't ever say that again. I like it.
It's really not bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse.
No.
But I wouldn't go home and, like, I know there's people that, you know, get home from work. They go to their little decanter area with their crystally thing that's got their Scotch in it, and they pour a little bit and sip on it after work. I don't think I would ever do that with this.
Yeah.
With Scotch.
See, I don't do that. I wait till the kids go to bed, then I do that. Yeah, I'm not.
I don't think I would do it with this.
You don't think?
Well, and I'm not saying just with Dewars in general. I just don't know that Scotch is my thing.
I think what we'll do is after this show,
we'll
this
start
episode,
drinking Dewars every day.
I mean, threaten me with a good time. But what I think we'll do is let you put it on ice, let it sweat a little bit, maybe breathe, and then I think you'll like it. You'll let some of that water cut down on that bite. And I think you'll like it.
Yeah. It's getting better on each sip.
I want to go try that Chivas Regal.
Hold your horses.
Oh, now?
While we're doing a Scotch.
Well, okay.
We'll compare the two. You keep the fans.
I tell you what, bring us a little water so we can cleanse our palate.
Okay. Keep the fans interested.
Mm-hmm. So, you guys tell us if there's a Scotch that you like. If you like single malt versus a blended, and maybe what your favorite is. Once a year, though, I will tell you, even though I like the single malt, my wife's uncle, we go visit them out of town, and one of his customers gives him a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue every year, and I think it's for Christmas. And so he saves that bottle, and so for when we come down, but I guess it's going up to Virginia to visit, and so we split that bottle over the long course of the long weekend. It is very good. I don't have I don't have a favorite Scotch that I can think of. I've sampled a lot of them, and the problem with it is they're never on that great of a sale at the ABC store. And as most of you guys know who have been listening to the podcast for a while, I'm pretty cheap, so I kind of stay in that $30 and below. But if you're going to drink Scotches, especially around here in the Statesville ABC stores, you kind of got to go up like to $35 and $37. I know you're like, it's $5, it's $7, but now it's just the principle of it. But yeah, you guys reply down there in the comments, or just shoot Kevin and I text the Scotches that you like, and maybe we'll try them. We'll see.
What would you talk about?
Well, I basically just rambled on about Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker Black Label.
Right. Well, black and blue. And there's a double Johnny Walker that Kristen got me a couple years ago for our, I think, 5-year anniversary. So let me see this. This is called Chivas Regal.
Regal.
If you will. And we will. So, like, I've only ever noticed the name. I've never looked underneath it where it says blended Scotch whiskey.
It was probably like $100 for this little bottle.
I mean, probably. I did see it in the liquor store when I bought that Dewar's today.
I really have no idea how much it costs. Maria gave this to me for one of my birthdays. I mean, I've had it for 2 to 3 years probably. So,
should we get Sips, Riffs, and Flix tattoos that kind of resemble that crest?
I do like that crest, but I do think that might be a new logo. Like Sips, Riffs, and Flix have something.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
Right, but I'm only going to put it on the small of my back. Will you put yours there?
No, I already have one.
Oh, that's right.
Most painful spot you could ever get tattooed. Real men have it.
That's right. So I'm gonna cleanse the palate. So, man, this is a twofer. Have we ever done a twofer before?
I don't think so.
So with your paid subscription to this podcast, you guys are getting 2 for 1 today. So definitely getting your money's worth. I should have drove the golf cart. That's close.
All right. So I don't know if we're saying this correctly or not at all. It's that light is so good.
Know.
There you go, peeps. So I'm gonna say Chivas Regal. Blended Scotch whiskey.
Where does it come from? Like, is it from the Highlands?
This has been aged for 12 years. Distilled in Scotland. Bottled in Scotland and distilled in Scotland. So when you made fun of it, this is really Scotch right here.
Well, the name is throwing me. It was like if I said, Bob Smith.
I would think he was Scottish.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Right. Sure. Okay. Anthony Perry. Not
Dutch.
Scottish. With an I, not a Y. Very Italian. So, does it? What?
So they have a 25-year-old Scotch that's $366.
And let me ask you guys something. For some of you, our 12 listeners now, if you ever buy that expensive of a bottle, and can you really tell that big of a difference? Because I got to be honest, I've had the opportunity to drink some expensive whiskeys with friends who can afford it, not named Brandon, and they're good, they're smooth, but
so this little bottle we're drinking is
that's pounds, Kevin.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know what
the conversion is for pounds.
It's 27.45 pounds.
So it's like
$1,000. I have no clue what.
Quick question. Time out.
Mm-hmm.
Is your Google search set to UK?
That's where the site was. I can't find one that's
Chivas Regal. Hey, I think I did it. Is that how you say it? Chivas Regal. I feel like that's
ain't no way.
Nah.
So we don't know how much this costs.
It's probably $35.
Yeah, I have no idea.
No idea.
So yeah, we're gonna try it. We've never done 2 of one thing on one show, so this is a first. So we're glad you're here, and history in the making.
Cheers. Oh, and by the way, thanks Andy Virus for these awesome
Simpson Strong Tie
glasses. Yeah.
We use them on every show.
Yep.
Oh, so let me tell you this. First time I ever sipped that.
Yep.
Thought it was awful. And I've not had it since whenever that was. I'm going to say 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Now that we've had the Dewars, I think maybe my palate's ready for Scotch. This one tastes a little smoother than the Dewars.
Yeah.
It don't have, I think, the smokiness that you're talking about. This one didn't burn going down.
It doesn't burn going down at all. And it is smoother. It almost has a little, a heavy velvety taste. Does that sound right? But like a texture. It's smoother. It's thicker. Almost like a little. It is butter.
It is thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't have, I guess, the smoky flavor like you were talking about with the Dewars, because I definitely felt that on the Dewars. I want to mix them both together.
So you want to make a triple blended Scotch?
Yes, triple malt.
I guess it'd be quadruple because that's got.
Well, that's true.
That's true. Mm-hmm. That's true. It is good. I'm not gonna lie. Next time I go in there, I'm gonna get.
I don't know if you can afford that.
Well, I'll get the airplane bottle, and it's $32.
I'll say this: what I've learned on this episode is, I guess as I get older, and maybe it has to do with I've been drinking more bourbon lately. Neither one of these made me want to throw up like the last time.
You know what? I think maybe you can put a little bit of club soda in Scotch to kind of water it down a little bit. But I
definitely heard people drink Scotch and soda.
Scotch and soda, yeah, I think that's right, and I think you're gonna like it because it's one of those acquired tastes. Like you have to work towards it, and most people would say, "Well, why do you have to work on something if it's so bad?"
Right.
But there was a point in time when, for myself, like I said, when you're going around the table, you're at a certain event with certain people, you can't just keep ordering the Miller Lite, or so I thought.
You can
be
now.
true to you.
You can now.
Oh, now Miller Lite, it's coming.
I've never had club soda in anything.
The only problem was some of the places we were going, they didn't serve Busch Light in a bottle, so I couldn't order it.
Did they have the camo cans by any chance?
No, they don't.
Gosh, when I was in Jamaica, I paid extra to the person to find me Miller Lights.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, they're there.
I got really tired of Red Stripes.
Yeah, I mean that one works on you, especially when you're all inclusive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's how we work, but I just couldn't do it. So what I've learned, I don't know where the Dewar's bottle went.
Oh, it's right here.
On this episode, we tried Dewar's and we tried
Chivas Regal.
Yeah, Chivas Regal. Both are surprisingly, I'm okay with both of them. I'm not going to say I'd sit around and sip them daily or even once a month, but I could drink these for sure. Both of them.
And the one thing about the Dewar's is it is from Perthshire, Scotland. I have no idea where that is, but it's only 40% by volume. What's Chivas Regal?
It's up the road a piece.
Where the crow flies.
This one's 40% by volume as well.
Okay, so maybe that's why I like them, because just like with my bourbons and whiskeys, I really, really enjoy that 40%, which is the 80 proof. That's really my sweet spot.
Sipping on some 80 proof.
Yeah, because once I start getting into that 90, 100 proof, I can't drink half a bottle.
That's when you know,
by myself.
That's when you know you've been drinking.
Well, I don't like to wake up in the living room floor face down on a Tuesday. Going what? Just kidding.
I was going to ask you something. How long was that one aged? This one's 12 years. That one was 6, I believe. Was that right?
It's double aged.
When I read about it, I think it said 6. Or no, maybe it's just they have to be 6.
No, they have to be 3 in order to be considered. But this one doesn't say. It's double aged for extra smoothness.
Do you think John Dewar only drinks Dewar's? Or do you think he don't even drink it? I bet he don't even drink Dewar's.
Well, if I had to guess, I would say John is more than likely no longer with us. However, his descendants...
John the 5th.
Henry VIII. More than likely his descendants do drink Dewar's, but if they're...
Only people are watching.
Right, but if they're around family and friends, they're drinking probably something else out of a Dewar's cup.
Yeah, like Miller Lite out of a Dewar's cup.
Right. Like when we get sponsored.
They pour Miller Lite in a Scotch glass. Like when I go to Vineyards, I pour beers from my cooler into my wine glass and I carry it around.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Right. Just like when we go swimming at the pool.
All right. So did he tell you to like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that stuff?
Yeah. And tell us what your favorite blended Scotch is, or if you like these two, or if these two are crap. Doesn't really matter.
And you know, let's we're almost kicking off a new season. Is this going to be season 2?
We don't really have seasons, so we can.
Season 2 is what you're saying.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Season 2 starts now. This is episode 1, season 2. This season, we're going to try to incorporate some people that know what they're talking about on this show. Yep. So, having said that, if you consider yourself a Scotch aficionado, send us a comment, email us, text us, call us, send a pigeon, whatever. We'll put you on the show and you bring your favorite Scotch and you tell us why it's your favorite Scotch and we'll ask you questions.
And actually, since this is season 2, should we open up? Should we do a little peek behind the curtain a little bit? So, already in the works, just so you guys know, we are going to be taking this little show on the road. So we are going to be going into some other people's man caves or whiskey vaults.
Yep.
Whatever you want to call it. And we're going to be sampling some of their stuff and there'll be a guest on the show.
Yep.
So if you have an array of whiskeys or just a really kick-ass man cave and you need an excuse to drink with friends,
yep,
let us know.
We'll come set up and do a podcast.
To you.
And you can tell your wife and or husband, depending on who, you can be right. Like, hey, listen, these two guys have this podcast. Like they're coming over to do it, film it here. So,
yep.
I mean, I have to. So then there's your excuse.
Right. And don't worry.
They don't know that nobody's watching.
Doesn't matter. But don't worry, our Uber ride home is on you. All right. So,
yeah, so Dewar's and Chivas Regal, I would definitely buy them. I would keep them. I might have to work my way up to getting in my rotation as far as my go-to, but they're definitely way better than I anticipated.
You're going to come around to it. Don't worry. You're going to get that acquired taste, and then you're going to switch between the bourbons and the Scotch. You're going to say, was today a bourbon day, or was today a Scotch day?
A Scotch and cherry Coke day.
I don't think you're ever going to say that. I like smoke on my cherries. What about blackberry smoke?
Ooh, yeah. Maybe that's where the name come from.
Can't be.
If
blackberry smoke is listening,
if you're blackberry smoke,
which they should be listening,
come on down.
Right.
All right. So yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for joining us. You are part of season 2, the kickoff. So
yep.
We'll see you on the next episode, which we're going to shoot here in about 5 minutes.
Yep. So thanks, everybody, and cue the outro music.
I don't know why that came out.